Hi, John Maxwell here. On July 4th, my father passed away. And what I'm going to do is share with you a tribute to my dad. And it's the lessons that he taught me. He lived for 98 years and 8 months. Another lesson that I learned from Dad was to see the best in others. How many times my dad would say, John, there are basically two sides to every person that you know. And then he'd say, there's two sides to me. There are two sides to you. And he'd say, John, you've got a good side and you got a bad side. And you got this side of ideals and dreams. And then you got this human side that falls way short of those ideals and dreams. He said, so when you look at people, what you look for, what is what you'll see. So if I look at you and I look for your faults, guess what? I'll see your faults. I'll see the downside of you. And if I see the downside of you now, he said, what will happen is what you look for is what you see, and what you see is how you treat people. Wow, this is incredible teaching. This comes from my dad. That's why I'm giving a tribute to him. That's why I'm passing it on to you. This is life-changing stuff. And by the way, I'm just going to stop and say, I hope you just aren't with me watching this and learning these lessons by yourself. Think about parenting for a moment. These are the kind of lessons you need to sit down with your children and watch together. I mean, take it home with you. This is a time to share with others. My dad was a master at that. If he went to a conference, he'd take me out of school. In fact, he'd tell the teacher, I'm going to educate him today. And he'd sit beside me and we'd take notes together. What did you learn, son? And he understood to expose me to these great principles. Four lessons now, 4 lessons on tribute to my dad. Oh my goodness. Don't hold them for yourself. Teach them to your staff. Sit down and watch them together. Make sure these are life-changing principles and lessons that'll just absolutely do the best. And so my father said, John, see the best of others. In fact, here's what he would say. If you see the best in others, you'll bring out the best in others, and you'll receive the best from others. Just as if you see the worst in others, you'll bring out the worst in others. Yeah. What you see is what you get. And what you see is based on who you are. We don't see people as they are. We see people as we are. We put them through our grid. We don't see life as it is. We see life as we see ourselves. The first person to kind of fix is me. If I can get me right, I'll see you right. If I can't get me right, to be honest with you, I'll probably see you wrong. If I can't get me right, I'll see life wrong. So my father just said, John, you remember the 3 things that he gave me? I gave in one of my tribute lessons, believe in people, value people, unconditionally love people. That's all in seeing the best in people, because when you see the best in others, you immediately begin, this is huge. You begin to immediately bring out the very best in others. And I just love that. I just think that is so helpful.